Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review The Big Lebowski. So, The Big Lebowski stars Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Julianne Moore, Steve Buscemi, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. What this film is about? It's about this guy named Jeff the Dude Lebowski, and what happens is he gets mistaken for Mr. Lebowski, and he gets caught in this whole situation where Mr. Lebowski's wife is kidnapped, and now Mr. Lebowski needs the dude's help to help him trying to find who kidnapped his wife. So, what did I think of The Big Lebowski? This movie is awesome. It's awesome, people. This movie, The Big Lebowski, is awesome. This is by far one of the funniest movies I have ever seen in my life. This movie was just great. I loved The Big Lebowski. So yeah. So let's get into my positives. And my positives are the acting with this movie. The acting is really, really good with The Big Lebowski. And, let's first talk about, of course, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Bridges as the dude Lebowski. He is awesome. Okay, this may be my favorite role from him. He was just so awesome in this movie. I loved Jeff Bridges as the dude in this movie. He was just so funny. He was chilled, laid back, he was just so funny. He really was, I'm not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude, so that's what you call me. So yeah, Jeff Bridges was great. John Goodman, man, was he funny in this movie. He really was. I really enjoyed John Goodman in this movie. John Goodman was really, really funny. Over the line! He was just so funny. I really enjoyed John Goodman. Julianne Moore was really good in the movie too. I enjoyed her as well. Steve Buscemi was pretty good as well. And Philip Seymour Hoffman was really enjoyable too. So yeah, the acting overall is really good with this movie. The comedy is really great with this movie. I was laughing for really mostly the entire movie. Whenever a comedic moment would happen, I did laugh because it was just so funny, and I just loved the comedy with this movie. It was just so great, in my opinion. Well, that's just your opinion, man. Yeah. The comedy was great with this movie. I love the writing is so fantastic with this movie. I love the writing with this movie. This may be one of the best written films I think I've ever seen. It is just so well written with this movie. All the dialogue is great between each and every character. I do love the dialogue with this movie. The music's really good with this movie too. I do love the kind of chilled, laid back music. It fit with the dude. It really did. And so yeah, I really like the music with this movie. The directing is great with this movie. I do love the directing. It's not directed by both Coen brothers. It's only directed by Ethan Coen, which interests me. But Ethan Coen does do a great job directing this movie. I did love Ethan Coen's direction with this movie. So yeah, the pacing is really good with this movie. I do love the pacing with The Big Lebowski. The pacing's pretty good with this movie, So yeah. So overall, The Big Lebowski is by far one of the best comedies I have ever seen. It's one of the best written films ever, in my opinion. Jeff Bridges kills it as the dude. So yeah. So it's time for my official grade on The Big Lebowski. And my official grade on The Big Lebowski is an A+. I have no negatives with this movie. This movie is fantastic. I love The Big Lebowski. It's such a funny movie. Please, guys, check this movie out. I don't know what took me so long to check this movie out, So, yeah, I love The Big Lebowski. This was such a great movie. So, it's getting an A+. So what'd you guys think of the Big Lebowski? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. Peace.